Adunlei, Atifuifui, Kokoro. These are just a few names for this sweet and crunchy cornmeal snack. It's one of my very favorite Ghanaian street foods. And today I made some at home, but with a twist. So let's get started. So the original recipe calls for cornmeal. But when I was craving this, I didn't have any at home. So guess what? I decided to use rice flour. Yes. So I added my flour with some sugar in the saucepan, and then I went in with a bit of salt to balance the sweetness out, gave it a good mix, and then added some water. So this video was purely experimental, so I didn't do a lot, okay? I didn't do it in a big batch, but I'll still leave the measurements of this particular recipe in the description box. And trust me, the next time I'm making this, I am definitely making a bigger batch, okay? So I have my mixture on fire. I'm going to keep stirring till it all comes together. Because it was a small quantity, it didn't take a lot of time, maybe about 5 minutes. I had this on low heat. So once I kept stirring, the rice came together beautifully, just like you cook your rice balls or your mutu. If you're using cornmeal, it's the same process, okay? Just cook it like you're seeing on your screens right now. If you're new here, my name is Yasmi. Welcome to my kitchen taste and bloom. Please consider joining this amazing blooming family by subscribing and leaving your notification bells on so that anytime I post a new video, you'll be one of the first people to be notified. So as you can see, my mixture is coming together beautifully, okay? It didn't take too much time, like I said, just 5 minutes. And because I used rice flour, I didn't want this to be too runny or too thin. I wanted it to become a thicker paste, if you understand what I mean, okay? Just like you're making your rice balls. So as you can see, it has come together beautifully. I added just a little bit more water to put this all together. So once everything was done, I turned off the fire. So I did not allow this to cool down at all because I didn't want this to become hard. So immediately I'll transfer it into a bowl. So I sprinkled the base of the bowl with a bit more rice flour before adding my cooked rice, okay? And then I sprinkled some of the rice flour on top. So while waiting for the rice to cool down a bit, I didn't want this to dry out, okay? And then get a film or whatever around it. So that's why I did that, okay? So once I covered, I left it for about 10 minutes and it was okay for my hands to work with. And then also the sprinkling of the rice flour helps that I do not have to sprinkle more rice flour when I'm rolling it out. Okay, so yes, I went for the traditional shapes of the cornmeal snacks. As you can see, it's very easy to make. Okay, so just like you're seeing it on your screens, they call it Adunlee. Literal translation in Ga is monkey tails. Okay, so yes, that's what you can see me doing. So I'll continue with it till all my rice mixture is done. Okay, so in the meantime, my oil is also heating up on fire, so we are heading straight to fry this deliciousness, okay? They are a bit fragile, so please handle with care, okay? And once you drop them in, make sure you are separating them so that they do not get stuck to each other. And I don't know if it's because I use rice flour, but it took quite some time for it to get brown. So maybe about 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, so keep going into the oil and keep turning. This is deep frying, so it's not as if one part to brown more than the other, but yes, keep turning till everything is nice and the traditional brown color that we know, okay? If you've watched the video till this end, I am super grateful. Please give me a thumbs up on the video, okay? And then share once you're done watching. Also, on your way out, leave me a comment in the comment section. I'll be very glad to read them and reply as well. So to make sure they are very crunchy, you have to fry for a very long time, okay? So as you can see, it's looking very nice and golden brown. Yes, that's exactly what I'm going for. So I'll just take them out of the oil and put it on a paper lined plate for the excess oil to drain out. And trust me, I really enjoyed this. And listen to the crunch. Beg, I won't talk again, okay? Please subscribe, leave a comment down below, share this video, and as always, keep blooming.